Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Viorst, illustrated by Ray Cruz. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped over the skateboard. And by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box. And Anthony found a junior undercover agent code ring in his cereal box. But in my cereal box, all there was cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Aubrey and Elliot got seats by the window, too. I said, I'm being scrunched. I said, I'm being smushed. I said, if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be car sick. No one even listened. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of a sailboat better than my picture of an invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said Philip Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Mile was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a triple-decker ice cream cone sundae, the top part falls off the cone and lands in Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunchbox, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds. And Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll with little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mom forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school, Mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, and the elevator door closed on my foot. And while we were waiting for Mom to get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And when I was punching Nick for calling me a crybaby, my mom came in the car and she scolded me for getting muddy and for fighting. I was having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. So then we went to the shoe store to buy shoes and some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, we're all sold out. They made me buy plain white ones. Well, they can't make me wear them. Then we picked up my dad at the office, and he said I couldn't play with his copy machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for his books on his desk, and I was careful, except for my elbow. He also said, don't fool around with the phone. But I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick me up from work anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There there were lima beans for dinner that night. I hate lima beans. There was kissing on the TV. Ugh, I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad pajamas. I hate my railroad pajamas. Then when I went to bed, Nick took the pillow back he said I could have. And the cat didn't want to sleep with me, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that, even in Australia.